Hi. The difference between struggling for 5 years and scaling up in 6 months often comes down to one room you're not in yet. So, what if I told you the reason your network isn't bringing you high level opportunities is not because you're not working hard enough, but because you're in the wrong rooms? You're attending events, you're connecting on LinkedIn, you're shaking hands, exchanging cards, but nothing is translating into real partnerships, real growth, or real leverage. So, what's wrong? Let's talk about it. A few years ago, I met a healthcare entrepreneur, smart, driven, and incredibly capable. She was doing everything right. She attended networking events every week. She had hundreds, actually thousands of contacts. But when she wanted to scale her business, nothing moved. No strategic partners, no serious investors, no doors opening. And let me tell you, that entrepreneur was me. One day she said something that struck with me. Myself, my inner voice. She what I thought was, I feel like I'm networking all the time, but I'm still stuck in the same place. So we took a step back and looked at my network, and here's what I found. I was surrounded by people just like me. Same levels, same struggles, same limitations. Everyone was trying to grow, but no one had the leverage to pull anyone else up. That's when it clicked. It wasn't my effort, it wasn't my skill, it was just the room. Here's the truth that most people don't realize. Networking isn't about how many people you know. It's about who is in the room and what level do they operate at. If you're constantly in a room where everyone is looking for opportunities instead of creating them, everyone is pitching, no one is partnering. Everyone is hustling, but no one has real decision making power. Then you're in what I call a horizontal network. And horizontal networks don't create breakthroughs, they create activity, bustling. What you need is instead a vertical network, rooms where decisions are made, capital flows. Partnerships are formed in just one mere conversation, which is very effective. These are rooms where people don't just exchange contacts, they exchange access. Access, a big key in today's way to break through, to create breakthrough. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't get invited into these rooms just by showing up more. It's not activity. You get in by becoming relevant to the people inside them. So, what is the shift in strategy? How do you become relevant to the people inside? How do you fix this? First, stop chasing the volume. It's not a volume game. It's not how many people you know. More events, more connections, more messages. That's not the answer. Second, start identifying where real decisions happen in the industry. Ask yourself, where do the top 5% of players actually spend time? What conferences, boards, or private groups are they part of? Who already have access to these rooms? And the third point, first, stop chasing volumes. Second, start identifying where real decisions happen. And third, start changing your positioning. High level partners are not looking for introductions, they are looking for solutions, leverage, and strategic value. So, how do you provide the solutions, leverage, and strategic value? When you walk into a room thinking, who can help me? You stay invisible. When you're walking and thinking, how can I solve a problem at scale? You become magnetic. So, what you currently need to do is think about how you can bring value by serving. How much more can I give? If somebody is paying me $100, I want to give $200 worth of value. Because when you generate more and more value, you become irresistible. You become magnetic. You become attractive to people who are looking for solutions or scaling up. You become attractive to people who want to invest and innovate. You become attractive and magnetic to people who really believe in creating impact, serving, because the top 1% of the population who also hold the most capital in the world are actually givers. There's 98% of the population that are just takers, and another 1% who are like Mother Teresa, etc., who are just plain givers. So, how much can you give? How much value can you create? How much difference can you make? It depends on you. And through that, you attract, by creating value, you become magnetic to the right rooms. You become magnetic to the right people. You become magnetic to the right resources. So, when you think, so if your network isn't working, just don't ask, what am I doing wrong? Ask a better question. Am I in the right room? Because one conversation in the right room can do more than 5 years in the wrong ones. You'll get better, your vocabulary will increase, your patience will increase, but will your results do? No, they don't. The hustle culture of today says do anything, do everything. No, be focused. Be focused where you want to put your energy. Be focused where the power structure lies. Be focused on where the decisions are made. Be focused on how to create more value. And when you align everything together, you can make a difference. Not only to the people you're serving, but to your own purpose, to your own company, to your own vision. By aligning things that serve instead of things that don't. So don't spend 5 years networking. Don't spend months and months of your time trying to be a social butterfly. Those things never serve you. What serves you best is being in the right room. So figure that out. Figure where those people are moving and get your foot into that door and become magnetic, be of value, serve. Don't enter this room thinking about how can they help me. Enter those rooms with the mindset of how can I help you. That is the true mindset of any entrepreneur who will succeed in the long run. Your next level isn't hidden behind more effort. It's hidden behind better access. And access starts with choosing the right room. If this resonated with you, take a moment today. Audit your network, not by size, but by power. Because proximity changes everything. And the right room, it changes your trajectory overnight. So, tell me, are you in the right room or the wrong one? And if you want me to get you into the right room, follow other videos that I've posted, and the links are below. And I'm always open for a 20-minute conversation to explore possibilities, how I can help you. This is Dr. Raj Shankar signing off. Take care.